Kaya, hello. There's been something I've been thinking about today, and I thought, why not just jump on a live and share it with you and see how it sits with you. This is specifically talking to businesses, and I'm going to be talking about inclusive business processes. Like I said, it's just something that I thought about this morning, and I just thought, let's share this. Let's share this here. I'm going to be going through a little bit about what it is, how you can do it, and how I can support you. I do want to note it is school holidays, and my children are currently playing in my backyard, so they're out there. There may be a little bit of noise. We also have new neighbours who have just moved in, so they're doing a bit of work behind me as well. And my chickens are having a blast, having a bit of feed next to me. So there's probably going to be a whole lot of noise happening, but I'm going to continue on, and please just, if you can, phase out that background noise. And let's begin. If you are joining me, please say hello. As I always, if you don't know me, by the way, my name is Louise O'Reilly. I am an inclusion, equity and diversity coach, mentor, membership space holder, soon to be co-author with some amazing women sharing their empowerment journeys, through the struggle. So that's just some of the things that I do. Now, as I do a lot of my lives, I always do an acknowledgement to country. That is if I don't get overexcited about the thing that I'm trying to share, and I kind of skip it. So don't take me as a guru. I'm not a guru by any means. I am a human, and I have intentions, and sometimes those intentions don't play out. But I do want to give an acknowledgement of country. I'm going to give a really quick one. So I, Louise O'Reilly of the Wadawurrung Noongar people, would like to acknowledge the Whadjuk people of the Noongar Nation as the traditional and ongoing custodians of the lands and waters that I'm on. I pay deep respects to them and to the Whadjuk elders here, and thank them for their amazing guidance, love, support, and community leadership. If you know what country you're currently sitting on, please pop that in the comments. Let us know where you're coming from, so we just know how we're actually connecting with each other. So I'm going to move on to this question. Are your business processes inclusive? So what I'm talking about in terms of business processes, what I'm talking about is, okay, so you have your onboarding system where you bring in your clients. There is a way that you onboard them. There's a way that you bring them into you and go, okay, well, you need to fill out this particular form, or you need to sign up this way, or you need to use this particular link to use a booking. What is that process from that point? Going through and actually delivering your particular process for your business. And that particular process is that customer journey. It is that journey through where they are right now, when they actually need you and your services, all the way through to that transformation that you provide at the end. So that particular process. And I know that a lot of business coaches really emphasize, okay, we need to get this process organized. So it's really a systemized, almost automatic way of doing business, where you do this part, then you do this part, then you do this part. Something that we can get caught up in with this particular way of doing business is that we can become complacent with the way we are delivering it. So yes, it's amazing to have your processes. You need to get your clients or customers from this point. You need to give them that understanding to move to this point, and then to this point, in order to get to this particular outcome that they want. That doesn't mean that we have to deliver it in exactly the same way for every single client and customer. When we generally speaking, when we create a customer journey, we are looking at providing those customers who are probably the most privileged customers. They are the people who read and write English very well. They usually do identify as cisgendered. They usually do identify as white, or a lot of my clients say Australian, and they consider that that identity to be the equivalent to white in this place. Then they're also very able-bodied. They don't have disabilities and things like that. They're usually, somewhere between the ages of 25 to 45. So this is when we can start to look at what processes we have and go, okay, there are actually people who are inside my particular niche who do need my help, who do need my services, who are looking for the solution that I have and the way that I can deliver it. But the thing is, we have marginalized people who sit in our niche as well. And sometimes we're ignoring those particular people in our niche who are marginalized. And us being who we are, we can really look at our own privileges, our own resources, and what we can work on. And we can actually create that process to be quite flexible. So there's different things like looking at a person's culture. That requires a different type of process a lot of the time. Sometimes that process might be, okay, this particular client really loves just getting down to business, this type of client. So we can just go boom, boom, boom. This is the process. It's very structured, very laid out. Another type of culture might require a personal relationship with that particular client because buying is based on them knowing that person beyond what they deliver, beyond what their job title is. And so having a look at the particular culture of some of your niche and understanding that sometimes the way we're delivering those processes require us to show up differently to support our clients in a better way. It could also be something where there needs to be time for contemplation, there needs to be time for prayer, those types of things. There's also considerations like disability. Do we need to alter some of the ways we do things, some of the onboarding, offboarding, or in the middle processes that we're having with our clients to support them through that? Just having one media of delivering our products and services and our process to transformation quite often isn't supportive of some people who are in our niche. And it's really great to have a look and go, okay, who is my soulmate client? Who are the people I am here to help? Who are those people who are really seeking my kind of medicine, all the good that I'm bringing into the world? And how can I support them in a better way to actually go through it? Because if you aren't providing those things in the way, your process in the way that's going to be useful or helpful for them, without providing them with additional obstacles, with additional challenges, they're likely to stay with us and do further business with us. And I'm not saying you have to do all the things, but it's really great to have that awareness that maybe we're not as inclusive as we would like to be in our processes, and start brainstorming, okay, how can we actually do this a little bit differently? How can I show up for that marginalized section of my niche? What are the things that they require? And this is where you can go into the listening part, the learning part, and going and finding those people and asking the question. Finding public people who consider themselves as public figures, who speak on behalf of these things through their own experiences, and learning in that way. So when we do that, it really does make our business quite dynamic in terms of we don't provide cookie cutter solutions. We provide bespoke services that really impact that human in the way that they require it. This expands the community in your business. It expands that customer loyalty and appreciation. It expands the amount of customers you actually have. And something that always sits in my mind is the concept that Einstein talked about, where, you know, if you really know something, you really, really know it, you should be able to articulate it to anyone at any age level or any kind of ability, and be able to express it in a way that's understandable to them. So us being those business owners and really knowing our stuff, we can be adaptable to whoever comes to us. If we know the process that it needs to go on, but allow that process in itself to be very flexible to adjust to what they require of us to create that transformation. So that's just something that I wanted to bring forward and ask you, and, you know, really get you to think about for a while. You can hear my kids playing with the chickens now. So this is something that I can support you with. And I can do that in my membership. So in my membership, there are 2 specific weeks in my it goes over 4-week cycle, and it just rotates and rotates. But there is 2 particular weeks that you can bring these questions to me, and I will help you work through them. And that is in week 2, I host a 1-hour live group coaching session. And so you can hear them. And so in that group coaching session, you can do like a hot seat. You can come up and say, look, I have a question about processes and wanting my processes to be more inclusive. How can I do that? And we can brainstorm together how you, in your business, with your particular service and your particular niche, you can do those particular things. And then in week 4 of that 4-week cycle in my membership, which is the Inclusion Creators Collective membership, in week 4, I also have a session where I do an uncovering unconscious bias workshop to begin with, and that's followed by a co-working session. So in that co-working session, you can work on implementing and creating inclusive processes in that space, and I will be there to support you with that too. So you can run those things by me in that space as well. So as you may have guessed, you are invited to join the Inclusion Creators Collective. I have put the link to find out more about that, the collective, in the description, and I've also put a coupon code in there. I am still looking for founding members in that membership. The normal price will be $250. However, use the coupon code FOUNDER99 and you will get it for $99. We also have a beautiful Facebook community where we come together, we share stuff, we talk about how we can be more inclusive in the businesses, and I support my members in that space there. So I hope you have found this helpful. If you do have any questions about this, about the processes and what I'm actually meaning about the processes that you take your clients through, please pop them in the comments. I am wishing you so much love and joy for today, and I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.